And we are live. What's good, shout out to me and DL Saint. Welcome to the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast, man. It's the second episode we did today. Welcome. How y'all doing? And y'all see what, checking the audio. Looks like we're good there. Yeah, I know I missed an episode yesterday, and I hate missing one, so I had to do two today, so we can make up for the one I missed yesterday. Although we did an episode earlier today, that was yesterday's show, and I wanted to do one more, stay on track, get the content out there, and so yeah, thanks for coming through, y'all. Thanks for rocking with me up front. Thank you very, very much. You know what I mean? Y'all showing your boy all kind of love. You know what I mean? Downrange podcast, when we do the political stuff, I think I'm going to go like once a week, maybe twice a week on Downrange. So you're going to be seeing some more of that stuff. There's a lot of Trump stuff going on out there, man. So, it's a lot going on with Brittany in the swap, the prisoner exchange. There's a lot going on. Like the Democrats are pretty much keeping quiet, though. I think the Democratic Party realizes if they could just sit around and be quiet, Republicans will do more damage. So they're just letting them do it. So yeah, but we're gonna be getting to that. Be looking for downrange episodes to be coming up. We're coming into the holiday season, y'all. I think I'm gonna slow it down. I might do an episode on Christmas Eve. I might. So I might do a show tomorrow or on Christmas Eve, one of the two. But after that, I'll probably chill out until after Christmas, and then maybe do an episode or two, and then chill out until after New Year's. We'll see. I haven't figured that out yet. We'll definitely see. I keep forgetting the holidays are coming up, and I'm not really a big holiday guy. I'm not a big Christmas guy. It is what it is. I don't think about it until I think about it. I'm like, oh wait, holidays are coming up. So I'm gonna try to get this episode in today. We're gonna do a quick one here. I wanted to talk about hookup culture and the toll it takes on us all. Like, hookup culture is bad. There's a lot of people out there who will fight you on it, but it's bad. And it takes a toll on all of us. It's really bad for women. It really is. And, there's people out there who say, feminism pushes this culture, and hookup culture is out of control in the real world, but like on the college campuses, it's insane. It's always kind of been like that, but now it's really on steroids. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about why it's bad, why I think it's bad. And I'm curious to hear what others have to say. Like, it is what it is. We got brother Michael in the house, man. What's good, fam? I see you. Can't wait. That's my uncle. I see you, bro. Happy holidays to you. Thank you so much. We got Life of Cashers in the house. What's good, bro? Always good to see you. Know me, Tampa representing up in this piece. Where you at? Y'all know I'm down here in Tampa making it happen. So y'all know what it is. Central Florida, we up in this piece. Brother Hayoko, what's good, man? Good to see you, fam. Thanks for coming. Lady Navoa, how you doing? Always a pleasure, love. Always a pleasure. I see you. Hey, I see you. What's good? Welcome. Looking forward to seeing what people have to say about this topic. I'm hoping we can get some sisters, get some ladies to jump up on the panel tonight, because I'm really curious to hear y'all take on this. It is what it is. That's, the podcasting space seems to be dominated by men. It seems like dudes love to jump on panels. I know there are women out there that love to jump on panels as well. But I'm hoping I get some people to jump on here tonight and we can have this conversation. Because I'm telling you, this whole hookup thing, we need to do something about it. It's really out of control, in my opinion. This is, I'm the old man just looking at what's going on out here in these trenches. Whew, boy, y'all hear me say it all the time. It's never been easier to get sex. Ladies, what's going on? You know what I mean? What's going on? Yeah. So, and then like, I hear, yeah. I is here. Yes, you is. What's good, girl? Please like and subscribe, y'all. Appreciate that. Life of Cash, appreciate that. So, we're gonna be talking about Brittany Renner. And I know a lot of people might not know who she is, but she is like the poster child for the 304 culture. These city girl, gold digger, however you want to put it. She's been out there doing some things all over TikTok, really putting herself out there. It is what it is. She's taking on that mantle. And, you know, right now she's over in the UK. I saw her on Just Pearly Things podcast, and I haven't watched the whole thing. I haven't gotten to it yet. There are clips out there. We're going to react to one of those clips tonight. But I wanted to show some stuff that she's done in the past that's leading up to the clip that she did recently here in the UK on Just Pearly Things. YouTube channel. Please go over there and check her out. Just Pearly Things, like and subscribe. She's getting close to 1 million subscribers, and she's out there, female red pill, content creator, doing her thing. And then it's a couple things we're gonna talk about. So let's just get right into it, shall we? There is let's do this one. This is from Fresh and Fit Clips channel. And it's like Myron was talking to Brittany about some things. And I wanted to start here because this was almost a year ago. This interview was set up by DJ Academics. Myron and Fresh went to New York, and they were and they were able to sit down at the table with Brittany. And so we're gonna watch a little bit of this. And I want to start off with this so you guys can see what's going on, see how my mind works. And I think it's gonna help us get into Brittany's mindset when we watch her interview when she was with Pearl in the UK and Just Pearly Things. So let's check this out.
So all girls
let's bring this back full circle because you're speaking motion right now, and to be honest, you're not really making a point.
And so what this clip doesn't show is for the 5 minutes prior to what you're about to watch now, Brittany was really kind of, on the low, trying to, go in on Fresh and Fit, call them names, say this and that, because she felt a certain way. Maybe she was triggered at, what she thought Myron and the Fresh and Fit podcast was saying about her. Like, she's a certain type of girl. And she was kind of, what type of girl am I? And he was saying things like, you're not special. And he's going to explain what he meant by that now. So if you go back and watch DJ Academics thing, it was a long interview, and she spent the first part, like just kind of sliding on men. You feel me? Like she was sticking the shank in, just sneaking it in. And Myron and Fresh sat there and listened to her. So this is when he found like, okay, let's really get into this. And this was his response to her. So let's check it out. Oops, wrong button. Here we go.
At the top, men and women, it's a delicate dance between the two genders to get what they want. Correct? I said men want sex, women want resources, attention, money, time, whatever it is from a man. It changes per girl. Some girls want money, some girls want attention, some girls want time, or some girls want a hot guy, whatever it is. But there's a multivariate requirement from women of what they want. Men typically it's just sex. So in that regards of intersexual dynamics between men and women, I'm saying you're not special because you're like every other girl. You want to.
So right off rip, he's saying that. And this is stuff that you hear in the manosphere, especially on Fresh and Fit's podcast all the time. He's like, bro, this is how it is. This is how the dating marketplace is today. We're not talking about how it used to be a century ago. We're not talking about how it used to be 6-7 years ago. We're talking about how it is right now today. And he's talking about that. So he's just trying to keep it 100 with her. It's like, look, we're not trying to say any certain kind of things. This is just the way it is today. Because he was explaining the statement was like, you're not special. And none of us are. Like when you look at the dating marketplace, ain't nobody special, for real. You just out there running your game. If you're a male, you run a male game. If you're a female, you run a female game. There's nothing special about it. It isn't. You know what I mean? Good luck, happy hunting, tally ho, and all that good stuff, right? It is what it is. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing special about me in the way I run game or the way I conduct my business. Nothing special about Myron, Fresh, Academics, that dude in the corner. It doesn't matter. And it's the same thing with women. Ladies, when it comes to the sexual marketplace, ain't nobody special. It is what it is, right? We're both in the hunt. We're both trying to get what we want, and that's just how it works. So that's what he was talking about.
Get resource, time, attention, or whatever it may be, commitment from a man, and a man wants to get sex from you. So when it comes to that, we're talking about biology of what men want from women. You are not special. You are just like every other girl, just like I'm every other guy. The difference is this. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm special. I'm Myron Gaines. I can do this and that. we we said all the time, city boys up, but like we don't sit here and try to make ourselves look special. We're regular guys. We want sex. It is what it is. But women run around and say, I'm special. I'm different. Oh, no. It's like, nah, bro. Y'all don't live in reality a lot of times. You guys say, I deserve that. I deserve this. I'm special. Someone looks at me as special. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a woman. I'm a guy. You are playing the game to get what you want out of the relationship. I'm playing the game to get what I want out of the relationship or temporary relationship, whatever it is. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm special. That's what I'm talking about. You could say you're special in other regards, but I'm talking about between men and women. That is the game. That's how it is.
No, hold on. Just real quick. So there's a lot of articles about you, right, out there, about things that you do.
So they went on, like, Fresh went on to try to find out, you know, like, were they wrong? They're like, well, look, we said these things about you. Correct us if we're wrong, or, you know, tell us about you. And that's what we're going to get into the next clip. But right off rip, what Myron was saying is like, yeah, man, no one's special out here when it comes to the dating marketplace, the sexual marketplace. It is what it is. We're out here doing what we're doing. No one's special. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, and I you know, when he said that, it was cool. Now, this interview happened around a time in media where she was under the spotlight heavy. She was dating an NBA guy. There's plenty of videos of her out there basically saying, I'm going to find some young NBA guy and I'm going to let him bust up all in me. She was saying that NBA guys are the easiest to get because they don't like to wear condoms. They're silly. They love to have unprotected sex, right? She's basically saying, this is what I'm going to get. Why does she want an NBA guy? Well, because they have a lot of money. Let's keep it 100. And the guy that she went after was a younger dude in the league, just got in, had a pretty big contract, and she got him. You know what I mean? She got him. She got with him. She did exactly what she was saying about these NBA guys in her TikTok videos, had sex with him. They had a baby. And then she goes on to talk about some other stuff. And this is going to be in the next clip that we watch a little bit of. And again, I want to show these videos because I want to get everybody in the right mindset as to where she is today. This was like almost a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago. And we're going to get into the mindset of where she is today. So I'm just trying to set the tone here. But she is a modern woman. She's all about getting hers, being independent, going out there, doing what she do. Sex ain't a thing. You know what I mean? That's pretty much, you know, that's the way she's moving. And there's a lot of women like her. You know, there's a lot of women out there like her, you know, and it is what it is. There, you know, it's like, we're a lot of men out there getting it too. Like, not really. You know what I mean? That's a very small percentage of men. You know what I mean? The kind of dudes that she deal with are like the single digit percentage. Like, she ain't dealing with the top 20%. She's dealing with like the top 10, top 8, top 5%ers. That's what she's dealing with. You know what I mean? That's where she is. When you look at her finances, look at the money. I mean, just the money she's probably getting in child support puts her in the top 3% of earners in the country. Just that alone, you know, never mind whatever money she's earning from being a YouTuber, being, you know what I mean, a influencer or whatever. So, like, she's making bread. So this other one I want to show you guys, be real quick. Again, it was the same interview, just a little bit later in the interview. And I think I messed up. I'm trying to find, I think I messed up. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. I found it. So, and forgive me, guys. I was rushing to get this all set up. I think it's this one. I think this is the one I'm looking for. In the clip that I'm looking for, she was talking about. Nah, this isn't it. In the clip I'm looking for, she was talking about her relationship with this NBA guy. So I got the wrong one. Let me get the other one set up so it's not that one. All right. So my bad, guys. Just bear with me. This is the few of us in here tonight. Just bear with me. Let me find what I'm looking for. Like I said, man, once I get up to speed, I'm gonna get myself a fire producer and make it happen. It was this one. She couldn't understand. Yeah, it was this one. So we can play a little bit of this. I think this is the one that I'm looking for. But let's listen to this little clip, and hopefully this is the one. Let's check this out.
Or they say that you do. Obviously speaking, there are articles. They could be fake. It could be.
Nope, that's the one we just watched. So let me get rid of that. And here's the one. I got it here. So my bad, guys. Yeah, let me give myself the old big dummy.
You big dummy.
For not being properly prepared. So now I know what we're doing. Let me pull it up. I'm just going to share the screen. Bam, bam, and here we go. Now let's check it out. This one I thought was pretty good. It's a few minutes. We're going to watch about 6 minutes of this, 5 or 6 minutes of this. But yeah, check this out, y'all.
Okay, like there will be a woman. I literally would have sat there and just waited till I got the ring, have more kids with him, and just been in the house with my credit card, swipe, doing whatever. That's just not me because I've always gotten it on my own. When you like, I didn't have a sugar daddy. I didn't have a rich family. There was no help here. So I think for me, when you get it out the mud and you're step by step building shit by yourself, you do look at, for me personally, I can't speak for all of us. I do look at men differently because it's like, I can do everything. I've bought the shoes. I've bought the bags. I thought I got this car was going to make me happy, but it's the connection I want. I can't buy the connection.
So let me say this real quick because
So, and this was response to her. She was responding to them because people were saying she's a gold digger and this and that. And Myron's going to give his response to her. But that's where that came from. She was basically saying, I got this guy. He's a multimillionaire. I'm in the house. He wants to marry me. I have the baby. You know, her friends were like, you should just get married and you got the credit card. You could just swipe, buy, do whatever. And then she's saying, no, I'm used to, I'm independent. I'm used to getting it out the mud. I'm going to do it on my own, right? Again, like the modern woman trope is what she's talking about here. And it's like, okay. So again, we're just watching this so it'll set up what happened when she, her more recent statements that she's going to be saying when she's talking to Pearl. So let's continue.
you mentioned a bunch of things there. And the biggest thing to understand is that men and women are different. So like, I get what you're saying. Like, he took it away from me. He didn't have that conversation. That's why women really need to listen to our podcast. Because we tell women all the time, if you're dealing with a guy of a certain caliber, assume he's going to fuck other bitches.
Always.
Yeah. Most guys we tell guys on our pod all the time, yo, be honest tell her it's going to be open. But you know what? They're not going to do it. And the reason why is because most women, like I said before, have egos and think, I'm special, I'm a princess, I'm the only one, give me that commitment, etc. A lot of women suffer from princess dynamics, which they think their pussy is the best and they're special. And I'm here to tell y'all women, y'all are not fucking special. You guys, look at you guys all.
Assume what? Well, let him finish his point and then I'll answer.
Like, women, like y'all are really not that special, bro. Like once guys reach a certain caliber and they're dealing with attractive women all the time, like beauty is extremely common. And I need women to understand that you are not that special. When you humble yourself and realize I'm not that special and he can replace me anytime, now you need to have other redeeming facts that's going to make him come to you outside of just the sex. And
this is more the extreme stuff that comes from the Fresh and Fit podcast, right? From their platform and, out of the manosphere. Like this is not uncommon what he's talking about. And I'm here to tell you, guys who are good with women, they don't have to be wealthy and all that, but if they're good with women, more often than not, they're going to have multiple women that they're dealing with. It's an individual thing, but especially for young guys, if you're a young dude out there and you have a stable of beautiful women, you're going to be respected in the streets. You know what I mean? You'll have drug dealers and billionaires wanting to shake your hand and invite you to parties, like, because you keep beautiful women, how to talk to women, something about you. He's kind of making that point. And a lot of guys like variety. You know what I mean? So are we talking about all men? Of course not. We're not talking to all men. We're not saying all men do this. We're not. You know what I mean? It's something I've said on this platform, and I'll say it again. I'm the type of dude that I don't cheat. I don't exercise options or whatever. If I'm with a woman and I tell her I'm with her, like, you're my woman, then I cut all the rest of them off. That's the way I was when I was coming up. As an old guy, I'm not even out there like that anymore. It's Rich Cooper says it best, man. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Like, shout out to Rich Cooper, Entrepreneurs of Cars. Like, he's right. You get to a point where it's like, man, come on. For me, running a rotation of 6 to 8 women as a 52-year-old man is pointless. That takes an extreme amount of effort and energy. It takes money. It takes resources, entertaining them, doing it, man. Nah. But as a 22-year-old man, 32-year-old man, yeah, it made sense. It made sense. And when I did run a rotation, they knew it. I didn't lie to women. Like, yo, I'm not committed to you. This is what I do. I got a rotation. You're number 1, number 3, whatever you are, but you in the rotation. If they asked, I would tell them. If they didn't like it, they wanted to move on. Okay, cool. No hard feelings. Peace. You know what I mean? Get another one in there. That was the mentality I had. Myron and Fresh tell the guys on this platform, like, look, if you're going to have multiple women, you need to tell them up front that's what you're doing. Like, you know, they go a step further. If you're going to be with me, I'm going to have multiple women, but you can't have any other extra dudes. They go a step further. But, hey, if that's how you run it, that's how you run it. I ain't who am I to tell a dude how to run his game? I never did that. You know what I mean? When I ran my rotation, I fully expect. I would see women in my rotation out with other dudes. I grew up in Cincinnati. It's a small city. Come on now. That's another reason why I didn't lie. You go and catch me. The city ain't big enough. So I would tell, like, I see them out with they dude. I didn't say nothing. I ain't messing up their game. And a lot of the women got excited about that. They'd hit me up before texting and all that kind of stuff. They would call me from work or something like that, or have their girl call and be like, yeah, you know, Susan gonna come see you tonight. She just want me to let you know, da-da-da-da-da. You know, she saw you. You saw her with her man, but she gonna come see you tonight. It was stuff like that. Never no drama. Never got my car key. Never had anybody stick a knife in my tires. Never had anybody's cousin or brother looking at me talking crazy. I never dealt with any of that because I was up front. And that's what Myron and Fresh was trying to do. But most dudes, they can't rock like that. Right. And like I said, of the bottom 80, most dudes, they just want one woman that they can come home to. They just want one. They want a relationship. They're not looking to go cheat. Now, here's the thing. If a woman comes up to him and offers it up, like, I'm going to give you this Foxy Brown just because I like the shoes you got on, yeah, most guys will say, yeah, they can have sex with another woman and not get caught, they would do it. I wholeheartedly believe that. I think it's a very rare thing to have a man who will say no to a woman, especially a fine woman, especially when it's just sex and you know you're going to get away with it. It's very few dudes that will do that because sex is just sex. Men is like, they can just have sex and walk away from it. It's not a big thing. Whereas I think it's harder for women, which brings us back to this hookup culture. So many women are trying to run that game. They're going out to just smashing dudes, and it's wrecking them, absolutely wrecking them. So we'll continue. We'll listen to what Myron was saying.
Most guys are not going to have that conversation with you and say, listen, baby girl, I want to have sex with other girls. You're just going to have to accept that it's going to come with the territory and assume it's going to happen and be open to it. Maybe, hey, listen, man, do you want to have sex with other girls, whatever? And then open it up and let him kind of come to you. But like a lot of girls make the cardinal mistake and think this guy's a 1%er. I'm going to have them all to myself. It's just not how things operate with men, man. They want new box. They want new pussy. Every guy's going to tell you, I want some new pussy. It's the best thing ever. It's just that most guys.
Even Cammy Sanders used to say that. Ain't nothing like new Foxy Brown, right? Even Kevin Samuels would say that. And the dudes are like that. I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of men like that. You know, for women go in thinking this guy's going to be monogamous. I'm trying to tell you, most cases they're not. For whatever reason, women are attracted to guys who have women already. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I think they call it mate pairing or mate copying or something like that. There's a biological reason for it or whatever. I saw that Michael Sartain talks about that. But for whatever it is, they like dudes who are fathers. They like dudes who are in relationships. They like dudes that other women want to be with, right? And that's something you hear in the manosphere, red pill side of the world all the time. Women want men that other women want to smash and other men want to be, right? So that's why you get to this whole 80-20 thing. And, you know, you get these guys who they're stand out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that you're going to hear over and over again. And again, this hookup culture, I think, is bad. But let's continue with Myron.
Guys can't be honest with women because most women are, not hardwired. Society teaches women that they're special and they deserve the best guy, and that guy's going to be committed to them, which is a huge lie we tell women. The more successful the man, the less likely he's going to be monogamous to you sexually. He's going to fuck other bitches, but he's going to come to you. And I tell girls all the time, yo, if you got a 1% guy, hold on to him. If he fucks these other bitches, that's fine. He's going to come home to you. That's all that matters. So, I'll just say this one last thing. I would try to work it out with him, man. If I was the girl, I would try to work out. And that's the father of your child. Like, cheating, that's nothing. Any guy that you deal with, especially at your level now. No, real talk. It sounds crazy. crazy. But Brittany, I'm telling you, you're at a point now. Real talk. Yo, it's not that big a deal, bro. It ain't. Like, yo.
You know, like DJ Academics is kind of, I think DJ Academics is representative of like the bottom 80 type dudes. Like Myron and Fresh would be in this particular interview, Myron and Fresh would be representative of the top 20% dudes. And DJ Academics would be representative of the bottom 80. In the sense that he's just not used to dealing with women. Like right away, we're like, she's like, I don't say, hey, come on, bro. Like he does it, you know, but I'm pretty sure he'll lie to the women he's dealing with. Don't do that. Tell them the truth. Especially if you're a top 20 guy, you can replace your woman. Like you have options. And that's what Kevin Samuels used to always talk about. Those type men exercise their options. Right. So at this point in time, Brittany Renner left her boyfriend, Slant, you know, father of her child, PJ something. He's like a basketball player. She left him. Right. So that's the thing. And Myron was like, yo, you left him because he had sex with another woman. That's stupid. That's stupid. He wants to marry you. He's going to give you the ring. You get his last name. You have his child. He's taking care of you. He's providing for you. He's protecting you. Why would you leave him? Because he slept with somebody else. And she was mad because, you know, I guess he didn't tell her or whatever. What she was saying just didn't make sense to me. You can hear what she said. We'll play it a little bit longer.
I come from a culture where we have 4 wives. Like, yo, Brittany, I'm telling you, you're at a socioeconomic level now, and you're at a certain
Brittany
status.
fucked up for leaving this nigga.
Like you're at a certain status and a socioeconomic level where the average guy is you cannot deal with a regular guy no more. You have to deal with an entertainer.
Remember that part. Remember what he just said right there, y'all. She can't deal with the average guy anymore. Remember that part.
Someone has money, an investor, something, whatever it is. Like you're gonna have to deal with a guy that makes a certain amount of money, and these guys are going to go out and step out and fuck other chicks anyway.
You're gonna do it anyway.
So you might as well accept it from the father of your child than some other random dude that is probably going to have a point of contention with your past anyway.
Deal with the devil you know than the one you don't.
Exactly.
What do you think about that, though? Because by the way, we haven't ever seen you pop out. You know, obviously, we haven't seen you pop out with no one since him, but we haven't seen you pop out with a regular Joe Schmo, works at Walmart. He's clocking in overtime like a motherfucker.
I mean, I dated a lawyer. Does that count?
Come on, man. He's probably nearly clocking in 6 figures. What do you even consider?
Yeah, right off rip. I'm dating a lawyer. Does that count? No. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be dating some broke lawyer from Kansas someday. You're gonna be dating somebody who's like partner or about to make partner. A dude who's well into the 6 figures. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But that point Myron was making, keep that in mind, y'all, because we're gonna see why that was important here in a second. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Life of Cash was good, man. Welcome to the show. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. The Nasty Natty, I spent a summer in Cincinnati working with GE. Yeah, man. 5-way chili. Yeah, bro. You know, I still be hitting Skyline Chili down here in Tampa. They got one on 19. So whenever, you know what I mean, it's people like, you go home? I'm like, I don't go home often, but shit, I might go get me a Coney tomorrow, bro, for real. It's just like Cincinnati, man. It's a Skyline down here. It was just crazy. But yeah, man, that's where I'm from, man, Cincinnati. Insane. Hookup culture was controlled by women by being limited by society, religion, etc. because women control sex. Now it's all loose. Men been the same since the beginning of time. Nothing to do with it. Yep. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Brother Harold and mate garden. Yeah, I think that's what they're calling it, mate garden. But that's when women want men who are already committed to other women. Nightish is in the house. What's good, fam? Both sides have rotations now. Yes, they do. I mean, quietly, there's been a percentage of women who always ran rotations. They'll be smaller though. They'll have a couple guys. And again, back in the day when I was coming up, they kept it in the closet. They were really good. We called it creeping. They were real good. Women were real good at creeping. You know what I mean? Just excellent at it. You had to be damn near as good as they are or better to catch them. And I'm the type dude where you ain't even got to lie to me. I already see what's going on. I know you got some dude over here. I ain't tripping. Go be what you got. You know what I mean? I can't tell you how many times I've been smashing and we have to take a pause because she got to answer the phone and talk to her dude and be telling her, hey, baby, I am all right. Yeah, I'm still at work. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hang up the phone and we go right back to it. I was like, bro, that's how they get down. I wasn't mad. That's just the game. He never found out. You know what I mean? Ignorance is bliss. This particular woman I'm thinking about did get caught cheating, but not with me. She got caught. She linked up with the wrong dude and the dude told on her. silly dude. You know what I mean? Pitney Jules, what's good, fam? Welcome. Mate choice copy. And there it is right there. Thanks, bro. And that's what it is. Yes. Appreciate that. Paraboni, and that was from Brother Life of Cash. Brother Mike's in the house. What's good, fam? Thanks for the early. Always getting there early and often. You know what I mean? Brother Hayoka at Nightish. Women can't have a rotation. One mistake and you have paternity issues. Yeah, I mean, you got tons of men who've raised other men's children. And, you know, you go 18 years and then you get a DNA test and find out that that's not your child. The woman knew the whole time. Again, that's the game, bro. That's the game. It is what it is. You know, you find out after all that 16, 17 years, you find out that's not your child. Y'all break up and, you know, you've been paying child support for 14 of those years or something like that, 12 of those years or however it works out. That's the game, bro. You know what I mean? Nightish, they think game is manipulation when it's honesty. Yeah, man, true game is being honest, bro. True game is just being 100 with it. You want to be a G, tell the truth. You know, but most guys won't tell the truth because they're going to lose that woman. And it's so hard for guys to get sexual access, and that's why they lie. Simple as that. That's why you got the one-nighters and all this kind of stuff. These dudes, you see it all the time if you go out, man. You out somewhere, you talk to some chick, some dude to try to, you know, run your game over, try to, you know, snake her from you. I like it when dudes do that. I'm talking to a woman I'm spending time with, and a guy come up and, like, I go to salsa spots and I do a lot of dancing. Guys will come up and dance because women are there to dance. So if a guy comes up to ask a girl to dance, it's normal. Go dance. It's not a big thing. But these guys will try to get a dance and they try to take over whatever. And those would be the same dudes that I would have the girl get drinks and bring the drinks back to me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, make dude buy you a Hennessy and bring it to me. That was the kind of stuff I did when I was young. You know what I mean? Now it's just like, whatever. You know, I make contact. I see whatever. I say what I got to say, and then I leave. I have fun. I'm going home. Bye. And the women are like, I can't believe you're leaving. They're like, you already got my number, man. Holler at me. And they do. Like, even my old man game, they still hit me up like, yo, what's good? You know what I mean? So these dudes think they doing something, but they're not. They're just getting, you know, they're just a placeholder, right? Because women want what they want. Simple as that. Brother Hayoka, that's so true. Being on the phone, yeah, bro. It was all the time, man. And you have to, as a dude, when I was living that life, man, I was like, you know, I'm not player. I'm doing my thing. And I'll be talking to the girls in my rotation, and I'll, you know, be on the phone or whatever, like, all right, I'm finna do this, whatever. And she's talking to me, and in my mind, I'm thinking, like, is some dude smashing her right now? That's just how my mind was, but I didn't care. And if I got into a relationship with a woman, you know what I mean? There's a certain level of trust that has to come into it, right? If you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you're going to have to trust them. You have to vet them, but you're still going to have to trust them along the way. You know what I mean? It's so many dudes like, I can't believe you could trust the women, man. All the stuff you was doing and all the stuff, you know, I'm like, yeah, bro, it's a thing. But if I want to be with this woman, I got to trust her. Now, you got to vet them. It should take you a year, 2 years. You know, I always say 2 years. It's hard to fool somebody for 2 years. So I'm like, after 2 years, if I ain't called her, man, she probably ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? And then she could just be a grandmaster at it and kept me fooled, which, again, ignorance is bliss. But that was always my thing. I'll wait 2 years. I've never found a woman who could, you know, withhold that vetting process for 2 years and not get caught if they was doing dirt. Never. In any city. Never. You know what I mean? So if you know what you're doing, that's why I never worry about that, man. So many people worry about what could be happening, or they get caught up in their emotions and their feelings. Bro, if you're out there in that life, you're trying to be a player, be a player. Don't worry about the relationship life. Don't worry about that. Now, when it's time for you to be in a relationship, have your vetting process, have your group, have your people, you know what I'm saying? Listen to your people and go through that vetting process, and you see if that woman's the woman for you. Give it time. It ain't going to pop off like in the movies, bro. You know what I mean? Don't hold her accountable for the bad behavior of all these other women. You know what I mean? Don't think that your woman is doing what these other chicks were doing. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. It's up to you to find out. That's what vetting is. That's what that's what real game is, bro. So yeah, man, you shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Real game is not manipulation. Real game is being honest, bro. You know what I mean? So shout out to Nightish with that one, bro. You get, you know what I mean? You get a shout out on that one. That was real spit. You know what I mean? Brother Hayoka, and the system doesn't care about the 18 years of fraud. They sure don't. You still gonna, you know, that money is gone. You ain't gonna never see it if you get caught up like that. So it is what it is. So we're all caught up with the chat. There is so now we saw that video. You heard what Myron was saying about, you know, for a woman like Brittany, it's gonna be hard for her to date because of hypergamy. Women want to date a guy preferably better than them and financially at a minimum on their level, but they really want guys who make more. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. They want guys who are successful. They want guys who have their stuff together. That's what they're looking for. The more money a woman makes, right, the less men she has to choose from. Because you look at someone like Brittany, she's in the top. I would say she's in, definitely the top 10% of earners, just based on the child support. Definitely in the top 10% of earners. You know what I mean? She might be in the top 8%. Here in America, the richest nation on the planet, right? One of them. So the only guy she's going to mess with, if she's an 8%er, she needs a 7%er, you know what I mean? A 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1%er. That's it. Think about that. Think about that, right? It's like 97%, you know what I mean? Well, I don't know. Like you would have to say what? 98% or 96%, 92% of people out there, she won't even look at men-wise. You know what I mean? Like she might look at a guy in the 10% who, you know what I mean? But realistically, think about that, man. She needs a 3% dude. 97% of dudes are will be unattracted to her financially. That's insane. That's insane. But it's another video. So here's the video she did with Pearl. Definitely want y'all to check this out. And we're going to let this one run for a bit. So we're going to be stopping it. It's like an 11-minute clip. And we're going to be stopping it as they go through because there's some good stuff in here. And this is, this is what I wanted to get to with, hookup culture, being sexually loose, being an independent woman, doing all these things. This is the reaction, right? There's an action and there's a reaction, right? Every action has an opposite, equal and opposite reaction, right? So this is what it is. Brittany Renner, she ain't never going to find a dude, right? But listen to what she's saying. Let's check this out. Merch. Damn, I got to get myself this button again.
You big dummy.
You know what I mean? I keep messing up, y'all. I am the worst producer. The worst producer. I'm sitting here looking on my other screen. I'm like, oh, there's kind of cute. And I look up and I'm like, oh shit, they can't see her. So let's back it up again and start over. Here we go. And this is Pearl right here. Just Pearly Things. Like again, she's coming up on 1 million subscribers. Please go over there, check, like, and subscribe. She's doing some good work. This is a red pill, female red pill content creator. And I would dare to say that she's the top one right now. She is the top female red pill content creator out there. She has a good grasp and she understands the talking points and she's very good at what she's doing over there in the UK. Now, mind you, she's over in London right now. She's very good at what she does. There's some guys in the manosphere that, they don't have a lot of good things to say about her. There's some other guys who are like, yep, like me, kind of like, hey, respect the hustle. But I got to tell you, she ain't lying to these women when it comes to red pill manosphere stuff. So let's get into it.
They have no desire to, they don't want to know your favorite color. They don't give a shit. So why do you want them over top of you? Mm-hmm. Again, that's come from feeling used up. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's why the used goods comments, they sting. Because you know what? There are times I felt like that. I feel like the new toy that now is unexciting and put away in a box. So,
I mean, look at Brittany, yo. Little shorty, fine. She's wearing a lot of makeup, but she doesn't need it. Her body, top tier. She takes care of her body because she understands that her looks and she understands that her body is her main weapon when it comes to the sexual marketplace. The problem is all her business is in the street. She didn't keep it in the closet where it belonged. She, not only is it all out there, but she was the main one talking crazy. And I guess she figured that the top tier guys don't have eyes and ears. I don't know why she did that. And it's a lot of women who are following this path to some extent. And that's what we're going to get into today, because this, ladies, if you're watching this is your future. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how nice your butt is. I don't care how fat them legs are. I don't care how nice that Foxy Brown is. If you doing this and you putting it out there, you filming it, it's out there. right? TikTok, YouTube, you got an OnlyFans. If it's out there, it will certainly come around and bite you in that beautiful butt you got, right? It absolutely 100% will. This is the cost. This is the reaction. If your actions got you out there being wild and doing all this stuff and smashing all these dudes, great. Do you. But the reaction is those top tier guys, the big money guys, right? The high value men, they're only going to smash. Let's keep listening.
I just have to accept what I've done and move forward with this awareness and just know that, okay, the guy that most likely, that I'm not looking for a husband, I'm looking for my husband, and there's a difference. That guy is going to be a very small percentage, and I'm okay with that. I'm at peace, and I'm at peace with the things I've done. But I will say, moving forward, like talking to any girl, to you, and whoever's listening, it's like you really should think about why you're doing what you're doing. Really think about, why am I attracting that? What part of me is resonating with a guy like that? If you have all these complaints about him, what's resonating with him? Really analyzing what you're doing. That's what I would suggest.
So because in my head, like, why wouldn't you avoid this? If you could go back, you wouldn't avoid the situations? Because I thought in the beginning you said.
So I'm at peace with what I'm doing? That is super duper cap. That is, oh my goodness, I can't believe I got myself into this, but this is why I'm gonna lie to myself, and maybe I'll believe it if I say it enough. Bullshit cap. Right? You remember what, she was kind of fly talking to Fresh and Fit, right? She had a lot of confidence back then, about a year ago. But what has happened? What has happened? Reality bit her in that beautiful ass. I'm telling you. This is what it is, ladies. Let's run that back.
The things I've done. But I will say, moving forward, like talking to any girl, to you, and
let's run that back.
And just know that, okay, the guy that most likely, that I'm not looking for a husband, I'm looking for my husband, and there's a difference.
My husband.
That guy is going to be a very small percentage, and I'm okay with that. I'm at peace, and I'm at peace with the things I've done. But I will say, moving forward, like talking to any girl, to you, and whoever's listening, it's like you really should think about why you're doing what you're doing.
And she's talking about this hookup culture. She is trying to warn these young women who are following her path. Yo, you should think about what you're doing, sis. That's what she's talking about right now. You should really think about what you're doing. I guarantee you, $1 to a donut, she's been watching Red Pill content. She's probably gone back and watched Mad Fresh and Fit stuff. She's been watching Rollo Tomasi stuff. She's been watching Rich Cooper stuff. I bet you, and she's like, damn, this is why I can't get these dudes. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Casual Jones in the house. What's good, Devil Dog? Guarantee it. She's like, and Lady Novoa, this is sad. It's sad, but it's true. And there are lots of women. This is where I get pushback from people in my circles. I'm like, bro, there are a lot of women out there like Brittany. No, nope. She's she's the exception. She's not the rule. Most women are this, I honestly believe that, and we don't have numbers on this. Maybe there'll be some numbers later on down the road, but we don't have numbers on this now. But I believe there are more young women that are on the path that Brittany's on, that they're on that, I'm going to smash and whatever that she's on, City Girls, Hot Girls Summer, on that body count don't matter, hookup culture. I think more women are on that path than not. And that is a problem. But let's continue.
Really think about, why am I attracting that? What part of me is resonating with a guy like that? If you have all these complaints about him, what's resonating with him? Really analyzing what you're doing. That's what I would suggest.
So because in my head, like, why wouldn't you avoid this? If you could go back, you wouldn't avoid the situations? Because I thought in the beginning you said that, like, you wouldn't change it because of the wisdom you've acquired. But to me, it's like, oh my God, if I knew what I know now, like I probably would have waited till I was married.
No, I get that. And I understand that. I think that I have a very influential voice, and I have grown to be a voice for women who have gone through what I've gone through and experienced what I've experienced. And although I can't speak for the majority because my situation still isn't even average, right? And I'm aware of that. But my voice is important, just like your voice is important. And that's why I would not want to change anything because.
Bro, look at her. I ain't gonna stop it there. But look at her eyes, man. I mean, she understands she screwed up. She understands she screwed up, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is as close as I think we're gonna get to women self-improving. But the problem is she's never gonna be able to get the dude she wants. She's never going to be able to do that. And that's sad, yo. That's sad. Brother Hayoka, that's a lie. Her body language says she's unhappy. Absolutely it does. Absolutely. Pitney Jules, Brittany's problem is that she's effectively stuck looking for a 1% man because she's already been with the guy on that level. 1% men can easily find a girl that doesn't have the same baggage she does. Absolutely. Democ 23, what are requirements to get modded? Hey, just rock with me. Just rock with me and I got you, man. Just give me a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, man, just rock with me. You'll look up, give me a couple weeks, you'll find a wrench in there, man. And I appreciate that. And I keep saying, man, I'm assuming you're a brother. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, people like gender doesn't matter, but yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? If you're a sister, I'm gonna call you sister. If you're a brother, I'm gonna call you brother. It is what it is. But just rock with me. Casual Germ, I respect that part of her. She could have doubled down like those goofy celebrities, Lizzo, Meg, Cardi B. Yeah. But here's the thing. Cardi B got married. She's still married. She's got kids. Cardi B is the exact opposite of the life that she portrays through her art. And that's where women are getting lost. Because they believe like Cardi B is about that life, and she's not. She has a husband, if I'm not mistaken. She has a kid, right? And when she's home, she's the wife. She's cooking. She's doing all the things she's telling these young women not to do. Again, I ain't mad at her. She making her money. But she secured her happiness. So she won. She has a man's last name. Yeah, she was a stripper, but she wasn't a porn star. You know what I mean? Cardi B was smart enough to know that, what can you find on her online? Wait, I mean, is there a video of Cardi B getting her back blown out by a bunch of dudes? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Does she have a Kim Kardashian type thing going on out there? A sex tape? I don't think so. You know what I mean? But she was a stripper. She was in there for a long time. She said it. She used to, drug dudes and rob dudes. She got that history. So, you know what I mean? She about it. I mean, she definitely about that life. You know what I mean? And if you were to sit around and think about it, like, if someone were to tell me that, yeah, before Cardi B became famous, I took her back in the VIP and I smashed, I would believe it. But you can't prove it. Dude can't prove it, so shit. As far as she's concerned, it didn't happen. That's the difference. These young women don't understand the difference. You got to keep your dirt in the closet where it belongs, man. Like Tretch said, shout out to Naughty by Nature. I do my dirt all by my lonely. I live by them words. Everything I did when it was time to, you know what I'm saying, do that. Ain't no video of that, man. Ain't no proof of that. Plausible deniability, my friends. You know what I mean? But Cardi B out there, she living her life. She won. She got a husband. You know what I mean? Brother Michael DL, she been in King Rich chat, subscribe to King Rich family. I'm on there, bro. I'm definitely on there. I'm subscribed to him. I'll check again, but I'm pretty sure I subscribed. And I've been texting back and forth when I'm trying to get him on the platform. I still got to do work. My numbers are low. It's hard for me with my subscriber numbers to bring in some of these bigger names. But I'm just gonna keep doing the work, man. We're gonna get there. My numbers are low. It is what it is. But I've been talking to him. He cool people, yeah. So definitely, go check out King Rich's, y'all, for real. He's in the UK as well. Red pill dude coming out the UK. Real cool cat, man. He breaks down. He's probably breaking this down. He's probably got her on. He's probably gonna have her on his channel. I know Brother King works with just Pearly Things. I know they work, they support each other, and like the platforms help each other. Like Pearl has actually started a pretty strong community over there in the UK, so in London. So yeah, thanks, bro. I definitely will do that. I'm gonna be over there doing that. Brother Hayoka, that's why Sierra kept it clean. Russell might have been a simp, but he can take her to the mayor's ball. Absolutely. That's a beautiful woman. But the thing with her is she was doing that twerking thing with the bottle on her head. Can't be doing that. That's embarrassing. Can't go to the mayor's ball if you're doing that kind of stuff. And then, you know, people will come, well, she could do whatever she wants to do. That's not that bad. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Imagine Michelle Obama doing some shit like that. That's just embarrassing. You know what I mean? You ladies, you got to think about this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? All money ain't good money. All attention ain't good attention, ladies. You know what I mean? You want to be that queen. You got to act like a queen. You got to be royal. Lady Novoa, let him choose you to be mod. Being mod, you have to do the work, even unpaid, to help the platform. Yeah. It is what it is. And, you know, like I said, I'm welcome to anyone who's willing to help me out on this platform. Like I say, you know, if you're new to the platform and you know, you want to wrench, I truly appreciate it. I just like to see you, you know what I mean, in the chat for a while. Like I get to know you, like, okay, what's up? And then boom, I'll take care of that. You'll look up and be like, boom, there it is. You feel me? Most of the people who have wrenches now, we know each other from other platforms and stuff like that. Don't like my day ones right now. Pretty much everyone with a wrench is like my day one. So, but I do appreciate that, bro. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate that, man. Keep rocking with me, man. I love to do that for you. Pause. Brother Michael, you two are both live reacting to the same video right now. Oh, damn, for real? That's funny. I didn't know that. That's how it works, bro. That's how it works. Yo, man, give a shout out to Brother King's chat. You know what I'm saying? Before the bottle twerking, I mean, yeah, brother, how you go? Like, you had to clean that up. Yeah, she was good before the bottle twerking. Then it's like, oh, but let's get back to the video. I just wanted to catch up with the chat, but let's get back to the video.
Again, I don't know what this is a very tough spot to be in, right? Because you're figuring it out. You have people who are also trying to figure it out. And it's like, I'm needed in this space because my voice guides those women that you guys talk about, right? So that's why I wouldn't change it, because there's a greater picture. Even in like I told you, my last relationship, had the Bentley, had the house, had the kid, and it wasn't enough. Okay. So it may be a small percentage of us women who feel this way, but I feel like that's the voice that I represent.
Oh no. Oh,
you
no.
know?
There's a large percentage of
Okay. Well, I mean,
And Pearl likes to keep it 100. Like what Brittany is talking about, it's you getting to watch hypergamy in 1080p. She's just talking about that. She had all those things. She had the high power guy, the big money, the Bentley, you know what I'm saying? The credit cards, the clothes, and all the rest of it. And what did she say? It still wasn't enough. Why wasn't it enough? Because she didn't love, respect, and honor her dude. That's what it boiled down to. She didn't respect the guy. He had all his stuff, but he wasn't who she really wanted. Yeah, and that's my take on it. He wasn't the guy. He had the bread and all that, but he wasn't the guy. She looking for what she really wants and collecting along the way. Right? And again, remember what Myron told her. Oh, he cheated? You should stay with him. Right? So she found an excuse to get rid of him. Oh, you cheated, so I'm going to leave you, because she wanted to leave him anyway. Right? She knows she secured the bag. She got the money. She's probably getting, who knows how much she's getting in child support. I wouldn't be surprised if she's getting somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000 a month in child support. Who knows? You know what I mean? And apparently he wants to marry her, so I'm pretty sure they're still on good terms. So even if the child support is basic, he's still going to be coming out of pocket to get her stuff. She's probably got a house out of the deal. You know what I mean? It's all kind of stuff. So she's looking for what she really wants. The problem is her baggage. And I'm not talking about her child. Her baggage, like all that other stuff, is still out there. It ain't going nowhere. Right? So let's continue.
I don't know.
They're predicting that 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030. Yeah. So much so that big banks are investing in like cat food, wine. Like
that's 7 years away. It's going to be 2023. In 7 years, they're saying 45% of women will be childless and single. And I think they're saying that this is women between the ages of 18 and 40, I think. The banks are studying this so they know where to put their money in their advertising dollar. You know what I mean? Like, what do we need to put our money behind? And they're talking about, and Pearl's about to say this, they're talking about wine, they're talking about pets and pet accessories and stuff like that. It's coming. Kevin Samuels was saying winter is coming. Now, winter is here now. In 7 years, almost half of women will be single and childless. Single and childless.
Things that go with like single women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, big percentage. So,
but
I feel like
I'm
my
saying-
voice does matter to navigate through this space for them.
So it's like, again, it's such a small percentage of men that you're like looking for now.
I know.
Yeah. How do you want to navigate that, like moving forward? Do you even want to date like right now? Because you
Pay attention to this part. This part coming up is very crucial.
I know some people when their kids are young, like just don't want to date. How do you like feel about that?
I think it has more to do with where I'm at emotionally, and it's not even like a jaded thing, right? It's more of I know my value. I can have one conversation with a guy now, and I know exactly what he's about. So most of the guys that have presented themselves in front of me just want to fuck me.
So right off rip, she says she knows her value. Does she really? Does she really know her value? Because if she to truly say she knows her value, the value has to be low. It certainly was lower than it was 2 years ago. Certainly it was lower today than it was before she had her son or child. I don't know if she had a boy or girl. Certainly lower than when she was 18. I don't see her acknowledging that, and my value is lower. I don't see it. I think she's saying my value is so high because I require a guy that is so rare. Remember what she was saying about, I'm waiting for not a husband, I'm waiting for my husband, and I understand he's part of, like, he's very, very rare, right? So maybe she's tying her value to the fact that, well, I need a man who is extremely rare. The man she's talking about does not exist in the 1%. There's not a dude in the 1% who's going to wife her up. There's not a dude in the 1% who's going to take her serious. It's exactly what she just said right now. Well, I can tell that they just want to have sex with me. I can tell within one sentence. Brittany, love, I can tell without the guy saying a word. If a dude is sitting across the table from you, he wants to smash. If the dude sees you walking down the street, he wants to smash. Your body is amazing, right? If the dude has a yacht and you're on a yacht, he wants to put his penis in your Foxy Brown. He wants you to sit on his joystick, love. That's not magic. And yes, he's going to know who you are. This is what she has to grapple with every day. None of the men I want will take me serious and wife me up. They only want to blow my back out. This is what she has to deal with. Young ladies, if y'all are watching this is real. Don't let this happen to you. Let's continue.
I'm not interested in that. And I'm going to keep an open.
I want to run that back.
I know my value. I can have one conversation with a guy now, and I know exactly what he's about. So most of the guys that have presented themselves in front of me just want to fuck me. I'm not interested in that.
Brittany, not most of the guys, all of the guys, all of the 1% guys, all of the guys that you would accept, they just want to smash.
And I'm going to keep an open mind, and I'm going to keep an open heart. But I know by how a man approaches me, how he speaks to me, I know that there's that he wants more with me. It is just, I know. So that's where I'm like, I'm not going on dates right now. I'm not talking. I don't have somebody that we talk every few days, every day.
She's like, I'm not going on dates right now. I'm not dealing with a guy like on an everyday thing. We're not going back and forth, da-da-da. Why? Because these dudes ain't trying. They're not going to do that. I'm not a 1% dude. I'm definitely in the top 20%, but I'm not a 1% dude. But if I'm coming across a chick who's recreational use only, she don't get the, hey, love text. She don't get the what you doing text, right? She don't get that. She does not get that. I know you freaky tales like that. I know what it is with you. Nah, she get to come and get it text. Yo, what's up, man? Why don't you come over here and get this? You know what it is? Come on, shorty. She get the inappropriate picture text. Hey, this is waiting on you. You know what I mean? That's what she gets. And she's sick with it, like, oh, man. So, no, she ain't dealing with nobody because they won't take her serious. To the point she's in UK now. Well, let me get out of America. Maybe I'll have better luck over here in the UK. She won't. She won't. A top-tier man anywhere on the planet, they know what she is. And there's nothing wrong with it. And, again, I want to reiterate, she is fire. This is a beautiful woman. She don't even need all that makeup. She's got it on. She don't need all that makeup. Her body, incredible. Incredible. There's not a dude in the bottom 80 who would say no to her. There's not a dude in the bottom 80 who wouldn't do whatever she told them to do. Cut off his ear, cut off a toe. They would do it just so they could put their pinky finger in there. You know what I mean? Just so they could be like, let me get that in there. Out here, I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off for you. She could have any dude she wants in the bottom 80. Hell, the bottom 90. Right? But the 10%ers and up, they ain't gonna mess with her. Even Uncle Saint, if she came up on me, was like, boom, 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 if I see her there, bro, would I rock it? Yeah. Is she offering it? Yes. Absolutely yes. But when we're done, like, you want my number? Nah, love. I'll hit you up on Instagram. I don't want your number. Why? You know what I mean? Why? Where am I going to take you? Where? Where am I going to take you? Like, can I take you to a political function when I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Can I take you to be around my, 1% friends? Nah. No, I cannot. I can't do that. Do I care what value you bring outside of sex? No, I do not care. You know what I mean? You getting all this money from your NBA guy. I'm not worried about that. And I know you taking money from him, you'll take money from me. Nah, I ain't rocking with you. At least that's how I see it.
I have no masculine energy besides like my family, our family friend Jerry. I have no masculine energy in my sphere, in my bubble. I don't, because I think I've focused on men and just dick in general for a very long time. And now I'm just going to get to the business. I understand that the window, the percentage, it's changed a lot from when I was 22. So all I can do is kind of equip myself financially, take advantage of the opportunities I have now to set myself up. Because
she said it changed a lot since she was 22. She's acknowledging that the dating marketplace is tougher for her now that she's older, now that she has a child. She's acknowledging it. I can't get the play I was getting when I was 22. This is all red pill stuff, y'all. This is all red pill stuff.
Window, the percentage, it's changed a lot from when I was 22. So all I can do is kind of equip myself financially, take advantage of the opportunities I have now to set myself up. Because I can't rely on a man and someone coming to save me. I can only save myself now. So that's why dating is not.
But she's saying I can only save myself now. She save her from what? She's set. She's set. She had the child of the 1%er. As long as dude has a career in the NBA, she's gonna be getting top dollar, you know what I mean, child support money, top dollar support from him. I'm pretty sure like he's still cool with her. He was willing to marry her at one point. I'm pretty sure he might still be cool with her. She's still getting top dollar. You know what I mean? So I don't understand what she's talking about. Like, she's an influencer. She's famous. She can parlay this into stuff. Like, she can, I mean, she got paid to be on this show. I guarantee you she got paid to be on this show. So I don't understand what she's talking about.
A focal point, but I'm not like turning guys away that actually want to get to know me, like the real me, not.
And that's a lie. I'm not turning guys away who want to get to know me. That is a lie. She's not turning away 1% guys who may want to get to know her. That's what she means. And Pearl's about to talk to her about it. Check this out.
Just want to fuck me and say all the right things and fuck me, because I can see through that too. So I just use discernment now, where I'm like, no guys even really try to talk to me. Like, or I should say, no guys that.
I was like, I don't.
No. Of course, guys. No. I'm saying, of course, there's guys in my DM, like random people.
Yeah.
But guys that I would be interested in, there's really nobody trying to talk to me like that, and that's okay. That's fine.
Would you date a guy that's a normal 9 to? Okay. Would you date a guy makes $40,000 per year, and he's not hot. He's just like, all right, average guy.
Average guy?
He has a little beer. He's like skinny, beer belly.
Y'all know the answer to this question. Would you date a guy, Miss Brittany Renner, would you date a guy who makes $40,000 a year? You know what I mean? He's 5'9", he's kind of skinny. He's skinny fat, he has a gut. He's not working out. Would you date that guy? We know the answer to that question. Brother Hayoka, she needs to go back to her baby daddy and fix that up. It may be too late. It may be too late. Right? A lot of these women that get with these dudes, she should have listened to Myron a year ago. That's what Myron told her to do. You should get with dude. You should stay with the father of your child. That's what Byron told her to do. Like, especially all you mad about is him he stepped out on some shit. What dude that you want is not going to be out there smashing other girls on the side? You better get back with him. But I think what may have happened, he found someone else. This is an NBA star, man. Like, the guy is handsome. Like, come on, bro. At any given moment, there's at least 10 dimes waiting in line trying to get at him. Right? She might have lost her window. She can't go back. And now she's just like, you just get the money. That's it. Someone else gonna get that ring. Someone else is gonna get that last name. She just gets the money. She screwed up. She screwed up. You know what I mean? I gave you a super shout out on Fresh and Fit. I saw that, brother Mike. Thank you, bro. I did see that. I was sitting there listening, and they read it. So thank you very much, bro. And shout out to Myron and Fresh. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. They're always giving me shout outs as well. I'm one of their biggest supporters, absolutely. But they don't have to do that. But they give me shouts out all the time. They tell people to come over here and subscribe, and I've been seeing the numbers go up. You know what I mean? So shout out to Fresh and Fit. Shout out to you, brother Mike, for real, man. Hit me on Instagram, bro. How many times I gotta ask you? Hit me up on Instagram, man. We need to talk, bro. So let's continue.
No. I take care of myself. I'm in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. At whatever his salary is, to me, I feel like I still want to be attracted to the person that I'm with. And $45,000, well, you could be in the gym. A gym membership's $20 a month. So if I had a kid a year and a half ago, I look damn good. So it's like, I would want someone who takes care of their body. So the beer belly is kind of where you lost me. It wasn't even really the money thing. It was like
It wasn't the money. That's a lie. That is absolutely, come on now. That's a lie. It wasn't the money. Come on now. I don't know why women just want to embrace the truth, especially her. Say, come on now. You gonna mess with a guy who makes $40,000 a year? No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna do that. But Pearl stayed on her. She pressed her. Let's keep watching.
the
What if he
attractiveness.
was like dead in the face but jacked? 40,000 a year.
No, I like what I'm looking at. And men, like, especially too, as they get older, like, I like the salt and pepper. Like, they
Yeah.
get sexier. Like, I don't want to date someone that I'm not attracted to.
Would you date someone like 20, 30 years older? 30 years older.
He's salt and pepper and fine?
She's gonna have to. He's salt, pepper, and fine. She's gonna have to date a older dude. Because the kind of guy she's looking for, she's like, I want a guy who's not going to care about all this other kind of stuff. It's going to be an older dude. It's going to be an older dude who's fixed. It's going to be another dude who's like, I just want a baddie on my arm. Like, I can't stress how attractive this woman is. Like, she really has her body together, right? She's going to be like the number 2, number 3 girl on that guy. She won't be the number 1, but she'll be like the number 2, number 3. You know what I mean? She'll get a spot on the private jet. She'll be able to get on the yacht. You know what I mean? He'll give her access to a penthouse in, Miami or, the penthouse in Medellin or whatever. You know what I mean? In Monaco. She'll be able to come watch the F1 race in Monaco or something like that. But I don't think she'll ever be the number 1 with any guy. I just don't think it.
Probably.
He's okay. Because it's just like, even when girls say they're like bringing down their standard, it's like, do we really?
I think I'm like,
you know, percent of men most women find unattractive.
what?
Not just okay, unattractive.
Okay. What?
80. You probably find 80% of men unattractive. So even if and that's why I say, like, even if you find a guy attractive, like, you just think he's fine, that means other girls think he's fine. That's top 20% of men. And it kind of just puts us in the same predicament where it's like, through our 20s, like this is what the guys are complaining about. It's like, okay, through our 20s, we're gonna sleep around with the rappers, the entertainers, and maybe like, you know, most girls, I would say, I know the manosphere says differently, don't have access to the guys you would access to, right? But it could be like the town rapper, the town, like whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
And those guys will never commit, and if they do commit, they'll probably cheat. And then we come at 30 and say, take me now, maybe with a kid from someone.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy comes in and feels like he's like settled for, because the guys you really wanted were in your 20s. And it's kind of like what you're saying is kind of reiterating this, because you just said now, like, you don't have the guys you want in your DMs anymore.
Correct. But this is how it's meant to be, because.
And that's what Pearl does best. If you go to her platform and when you watch her when she's talking, because she doesn't normally do one-on-ones. You know, Brittany, obviously, you know what I mean, higher tier. You want to do the one-on-one interview. She normally does the interview, and it's like it's a group setting. She'll have, you know, 4, 5, 6 people there or whatever, men and women. But this is what Pearl is great at, right? She'll listen. She let them go. They talk. They say what they say. And then Pearl comes with that hardcore red pill stuff, like what she just said here. You know what I mean? And then the women are just stuck. They sit there because you can't. It's just like, got them. You know, because Brittany's right. She said it herself, man. I had plenty of them dudes getting at me when I was 22. Now, not so much. And what did Pearl say? This is what the dudes be complaining about. You know what I mean? Pitney Jules, yeah, bro, I am on the Discord, man. The first time I got on Discord was, I think about a month ago. And I didn't have an icon, so it kicked me out. And I was going back and forth with Mo because I didn't really understand that. You know, I'm from a different reality. So all this Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, all this, bro, I'm literally the old man, like, what is this? So I'm in there, bro. I just don't get an opportunity to sit back and actually join y'all in the conversations. I plan on doing that in January. And anybody who's in the chat right now, a 1 in the chat if you're going to be in Miami for Fresh and Fit's 1 million party. 1 in the chat if you're going to be down there, because I'm going to be down there. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be trying to holler at y'all people, you know what I mean, it's going to be down there. Brother Hayoka, a quite older man with money might not have a problem with her. Yes, but I think that guy will make her like the number 2, number 3. I don't think even the old dude with bread, I don't think he would make her the number 1. You know what I mean? Casual Jones, if I were 50, that would be me. Okay. That's keeping it 100. Casual Jones. I mean, she bad. Brother Michael, different dimension. Yes, sir. I'm from a different dimension, different reality, the way we move. Yeah, DL's from the pre-Atari days. Funny you mentioned that. My cousin's got an Atari 2600. I had an Atari 5200. Old school, bro. I remember the Activisions, and I remember the ColecoVisions and stuff like that, bro. Yeah, I'm from that era. And the only time we could play those games was when it was raining outside. Otherwise, we had to be outside playing. So I'm from a different era. But let's continue. We're almost done with this video.
A lot of people have villainized me, and I've played into that. Actually, I want to say, people have villainized me, and I have villainized myself, because it's like, well, instead of fighting against it and, you know, I don't know, trying to convince people I'm actually a good-hearted person, it's easier to just be the villain. So I do feel like the villain element is a lot of, I would say more so what guys fear, right? Because they're thinking she's going to hurt me, she's going to write about me, she's going to this. So to be honest, I wasn't meant to be with any of those guys in my 20s. Like, it wasn't a match. Like,
This is cope right here, y'all. This is 100% cope. I wasn't meant to be with any of those guys when I was in my 20s. Come on now. That's just, I'm going to have to put my hat back on. That is just absolute cap. I was going to say something else. And this is the problem. If there are any women watching this, any young women watching this, this is the problem. This is where you end up. If you get on this hookup culture, this feminism thing, like this girl empowerment, you know what I mean? Sexual freedom, and you're not keeping it in the closet, this is where you're going to end up. And it's an absolute shame. I can't believe a woman is as physically attractive as she is going to wind up with a bunch of cats and dogs and stuff like that. Because her her beauty is fading. And no offense to her, as we age, beauty fades. It is what it is. It is what it is. As an older man, women find me attractive. You know what I mean? But I'm older. They like the gray and all this kind of stuff. But men don't tend to really go after older women like that. They like younger men. Men love younger women. Youth and beauty. And, generally speaking. And women know that. Look at all the makeup she's wearing. She's wearing a ton of makeup. She probably had a pro, put it on for her, but she's wearing a ton of makeup. Why? Why? Because she understands that's like her number one weapon is her beauty and her body. Right? And that's just what it is. Her beauty and her body. So Brother Prime Studies in the house. What's good, fam? Welcome. Salute to you. She's rationalizing her life decisions. Yes, she is. You know what I mean? Sister Jenny's in the house. What's good, love? Hola, ¿cómo estás? So glad you're here. We're over here talking about hookup culture. We're talking about basically the negative, ramifications of hookup culture to a lot of these women. And we're using Brittany Renner as an example. You know what I mean? So thanks for coming, love. I appreciate it. Brother Primal, she's already set for life. If she's wise with her money, she has an NBA baby daddy. She's got the money. She's got the bag. Absolutely. She does. And she doesn't strike me as someone who's foolish with her funds, but we never know what people are doing with their bread. We just don't know. But I hope she's planning wisely. Brother Hayoka Casual Germ, the ultimate time to get her would probably be after 35. I don't know her age, but even top models can't find men. They can't find men because of the men that they want. They can't find men because of hypergamy. There are plenty of men out there. They want the top dudes because they're making top dude money. Supermodels they are paid. They want a guy who's going to make more than them. If you're a 9%er, right? That means you got to get somebody who's better than you. It's not a lot of choices out there. Not a lot of choices. Casual Germ says that Brittany's 29. I'm 37. Nope, not yet. She's 29. Yeah, she's getting there. And they talk about that. They talk about when women get close to 30. That this is what happens with random everyday people. It's crazy how you start to see this over and over if you're looking for it. I find women in their 30s absolutely beautiful. I do. But hey, I'm 52 years old. They still babies to me. Let's continue.
There's nobody then that I'm like, I wish they would take me seriously now. No. I like them the same reason they like me. Mm-hmm. I'm trophy pussy to them, and they're basically trophy dick to me. We both got what we wanted. I mean, essentially, we want to have sex. That worked. I mean, yeah, you have sex and you maybe want to start being in a relationship, but I didn't fucking know them like that. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of guys I didn't really know on that level to even it makes sense. So it's not even like you were saying, I'm trying to think of the sentence you said before we started this conversation, though. This topic. So it's not even that I'm like, oh, I wish I had those options. It's just more so like that shit was shallow anyways. Mm-hmm. Everything was shallow about it. Mm-hmm. Like, you didn't really want to know me from me.
Yeah, but that's like the woman's point of view. You know what I mean? Like,
but they didn't want to if they wanted to get to know me from me.
They did want to get to know her for her. But she was just giving the Foxy Brown and moving on to the next one. So they're like, all right. I bet you a few of the dudes that she smashed got heartbroken in the process. I bet you it happened. They wanted to be with her. They tried to love her. You know what I mean? And a couple of them, they got smashed up. It's fine. It is what it is. That's how it works. You know what I mean? But again, she's not seeing it. And now, you know what I mean? Here she is coming up on the big 3-0. And it's like, uh-oh, I need to get somebody. I got the baby. I got money, but I need to get somebody. She ain't going to be able to find them. Brother Primal Studies, she's in the top 1% of earners, but do the top 1% of men want to wife her up? Nope, absolutely, I agree. Let's continue.
It'd been a little different.
Right. No, but I'm saying, like, from the men's point of view, it's going to be, and this is just, again, what the guys are saying. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, you made all those, like, you let all those guys hit for free, and now I got to do all this.
Well, it's not even, I don't even look at it as, well, you did it for free, because I'm not a prostitute. Like, and I'm not a glorified escort.
Right,
either.
And that's.
Brittany knows what's going on. And again, Pearl is an expert at what she's doing. Watch how Pearl maneuvers this line of questioning.
That might not be
Yeah.
how you look at it,
Okay,
but
'cause that's crazy to me.
this is just how, like, this is how men see it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like, okay, blessing, producer. You took your girl on dates, right? Yeah. How would you feel? How would you feel if you took her on, let's say, 5 dates before you hit? I don't know what y'all did. I'm not. And then you found out that your Bob down the street hit without taking her on shit. Like it hurts. It's like it hurts the man's ego.
No, that's fine.
And it hurts. It's not insecurity either. It's just like that's
No,
what
I
guys
mean, but
see it.
that's where I have to come in and say, okay, like
Yeah.
I'm not.
There's nothing else you can say. And that's what dudes do. All day long. When guys ask me, bro, and Myron and Fresh talks about this all the time. They talk, they'll tell you if you ask a woman out, you're going to take her out, you plan a date, you pay for it, right? I agree with that wholeheartedly, 100%. One of the things I did when I was young, especially, I kept the investment low as hell. So first date for me was either going to be ice cream or breakfast. Right? I was always on the ice cream date. ICDs, man. Ice cream dates. Let's go get some ice cream. Take a walk around the park with a little cup of ice cream. It was like $5 for both of us back then. Ice cream dates. We'll sit there, we get to talk to each other. We're not going to be sitting, I'm not going to pay for movies. We're not going to have some expensive dinner. Nah, we're going to get some ice cream. You know what I mean? Or you want some food? Let's get breakfast. Why did I want breakfast? Because that was the cheapest meal you could buy. It probably still is. You go to Bob Evans or something like that, or Waffle House or whatever. You know what I mean? You go someplace cheap. You get breakfast. That's going to set you back, what, $10? You know what I mean? Go to back home, it's like Frisch's, or out west is called Bob's Big Boy. But Frisch's, they had like a breakfast platter. I think the breakfast buffet or whatever. And I think that was for 2 people. I think that might have been $10 back then. You know what I mean? Breakfast was the cheapest meal you could buy. And it was the beginning of your day. So you go have breakfast around 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 or 10 in the morning. If the date doesn't work out, you got the rest of the day to go do whatever you're going to go do. But if you take a woman to dinner and the date doesn't work out, your night is wrecked. So that's how I got down. Keep the investment low, right? But if you're dealing with a girl, even if I took a girl out to get ice cream and I found out that my man Bobby smashed her for nothing, yeah, I'd be like, oh, man, I can't believe I wasted a scoop of ice cream on that chick. I still try to smash her, though. You know what I mean? And I would never say nothing to her. Just my game would change. The way I look at it would shift. Like, oh, man, she's doing it for free, so all right, cool. And that's where women are today. You ain't got to pay nothing today, bro. Nothing. They bout it, man. Well, I tell you, to be a young man today, whew, they doing their thing.
I'm not saying your ego shouldn't be hurt. I'm saying you're not somebody that even like we're not on each other's radar. So the man that I want can't care about who the fuck I went on, who I did what with, and that's a small percentage. So that's why it's like him saying.
She said the man I want can't care about who I did what with before him, and he's a small percentage. That is a very small percent. In fact, it's so small it probably doesn't exist. That's her problem, and she understands that. This is her problem. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this.
Like, I'm not saying your ego shouldn't be hurt. I'm saying you're not somebody that is even like, we're not on each other's radar. So the man that I want can't care about who the fuck I went on, who I did what with, and that's a small percentage. So that's why it's like him saying that he's allowed to feel that way. I mean, that's fine. Like, you're not on my radar.
But I think as many of you know,
And that's the end of that video. It was very, very telling. Very, very telling indeed. And that's another thing too. Like when, we're watching that video and like Brittany was sitting there and she was very, very calm. I think she purposely did that. She wanted to make sure that she did not get out of pocket. She was being cool. But I'm sitting there watching that little 11-minute clip and I see the energy, the masculine energy coming out. I see it. I see her, you know what I'm saying? Like I could just see it. I'm sitting there imagining if I'm sitting there somewhere with her and something happens that she doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like the waiter or waitress forgets to bring something or brings the wrong stuff. I could just imagine the way she would talk to him. She just strikes me with that type of negative you know what I mean, that alpha male energy, bro. And y'all know I don't even talk like that, energy and all this kind of stuff, but I can't figure any other way to say it. That's not somebody I want to be around. That's not going to be pleasant, right? She's fit. She's beautiful, but she doesn't seem like she will be pleasant or friendly. Ladies, think about that. Feminine, fit, and friendly. Like, you know, Kevin Samuels used to talk about that all the time. She doesn't come off very feminine at all. And that's the thing. She has to deal with that, bro. She has to deal with that. Brother Primal, past behavior is the best predicator of future behavior. Bro, facts. You get that. Brother Penny, the percentage of high value men that won't care about her past is precisely 0. I mean, the percentage of dudes who would not care, that percentage is so small, it might as well be 0. Real talk. You know what I mean? Is there a guy on planet Earth that won't care about her past? Yes, of course. That's in the 1% or whatever. That's making some bread. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't argue that the guy doesn't exist, right? But is that guy single? No. Like, absolutely not. So it might as well be 0. Might as well be 0. So when I talk to my friends and I'm like, listen, this hookup culture, I think there are more young women who are engaging in hookup culture. There are more young women who are on that path of Brittany Winter, you know what I mean? Like the city girls and all that kind of stuff. And like my people, like my age and older, like, nah, nope. You're starting to sound like those basement dweller guys that you be rocking with. You know, they start going in on me, you know what I mean? Ad hominem attacks and all that, but it's all love. They just clowning me or whatever. But like, I'm telling you, y'all ain't in the trenches. I'm reporting to you what's going on the front. Y'all back here in the rear with the gear. You have no idea how bad it is out there, right? So I found this video. I want to watch it, and then we'll wrap this up. And I'm telling you, technology, TikTok, it's one tool. So here's a video. I want you guys to watch a little bit of this video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to watch just a little bit of it. It's 13 minutes. We won't have to watch the whole thing. We're going to watch maybe a few minutes of it. But this is a young woman on her YouTube channel, and I'm sorry, I don't even know her name. Let me subscribe to her channel. You know what I mean? Looks like Patience. I can't see the rest of Patience Zena. That's who it is. I just subscribed. She has 115,000 subscribers. Good for her. I liked, which is what we should be doing. So let's listen to her take what she's saying about young women today, because she looks really young. She's probably in her 20s. I would say she's in her young to mid 20s. Let's listen to what she has to say about hookup culture. Hey, got it.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is hookup culture. I think the girls are getting tired of hookup culture because I feel like I'm seeing videos now of women who are just quite frankly fed up of dating. And I think that also explains why less and less women are on dating apps and why a lot more women are now choosing to just be single. And I don't think that...
Right off rip, she's saying they're choosing to spend less time on dating apps and they're choosing to be single. That's all bullshit. They understand that they've run through all of the guys on the dating apps. They probably went through a bunch of dating apps, and what happens is, because, you know, women only want, you know, Pearl said it in the other video, women find 80% of men unattractive. So the top 20%, the guys they find attractive, they're going to start seeing them on all the other apps. It's the same dudes on all the different apps. That's why they're not messing with apps anymore, because they've already run through the dudes. And then they're choosing to be single because of their hypergamous situation. They refuse to, quote unquote, settle. So right off rip, you know, we're hearing it from the female perspective, but I'm here to tell you it's a little different. You're telling me these women can't find men. That we know that's not true. They can't find the top tier men that they want. And I wish they would say it that way. But let's continue.
This is something that's exclusive to women. I see a lot of men who are also sick and tired of the dating scene, and a lot of men who also have no desire anymore to take part in it because of the current state of it. And so we're just going to
Yes, there are men who won't deal with it because they understand it's hopeless. When you talk about the bottom 80 and it got like online dating, like when you're using apps and stuff like that, it's absolutely hopeless for men. You got to pay money, right? You got to deal with a bunch of BS. You got all these women. They're big girls. You know what I mean? They're like ugly girls, and they all get all this attention. And here you come. You know what I mean? Like, dude, 2 years ago when I moved out here to Florida from California, I jumped on a couple of dating apps, and I would see the same women on all these different apps. I would pay to get like the boost and all this other kind of stuff because I just wanted to see what happens. And I actually went out on maybe 4 dates, right, with different women. And I'm here to tell you, bro, it was horrible. It was horrible. And like the women I met, like, you know, it was one. I went on like 4 dates, maybe 5. All but one was ready to smash right then. Right then. These are older women, you know what I mean? Women of color, you know what I mean? They were all ready to smash right then, except for one. And the one who didn't want to smash, she wanted to get married right then. I'm not exaggerating. It was crazy. And talking to him, it was just the weirdest thing. I'm a people person, you know. I sit back, I listen, and I'm listening to their story, and I'm just like, this ain't it. You know what I mean? This ain't it. And here's the thing. I'm a guy they're actually getting women hitting me up. So I'm not in the bottom 80, right? I'm in the top 20 right there because I'm getting people hitting me up. So imagine you're on these apps, you're spending all this time, you don't really get anybody to hook up. There are plenty of videos out there that actually run the numbers to show you how hard it is to meet a woman online as a guy. It's next to impossible, y'all. Next to impossible. Just to get a date, let alone going out, kicking and hooking up, just to get them to respond to you. To get those 4 women to go out with me, it must have been, man, I probably went through, I would say maybe 100, you know what I mean, swipes or whatever. It probably was like 100 or more just to get to those 4 that I actually went out with. It was crazy. I mean, I was like, bro. Like, no. So I was like, I'll never do that shit again. So she's right. Like, guys are choosing not to do it, but it's not for the reasons that she's alluding to. Dudes aren't doing it because they know it's bullshit. That's why guys aren't doing it. But let's listen to what she has to say.
Kind of look into some videos. We're going to keep it specific to women on this video, and we're just kind of going to have a look into see what they're saying about it and talk about it a bit more.
Can we please take a minute to talk about college hookup culture? I feel like it gets swept under the rug if people talk about it. Personally, being 21 years old, I've always kind of found it like harder to relate to people in the dating world because I was always looking to go on like real dates, and I've always just kind of been a relationship person. I mean, thankfully I have my great boyfriend now, so I'm not dating anymore, but I remember when I was single in college, it was brutal, man.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the whole dates thing, to be honest, I think that women kind of ruin that. Hear me out. The truth is, if we're being honest, having an honest conversation, there are some women who will accept dates with guys who they're not interested in just so that they can have a free meal or free entertainment. So because of that,
some women, like, come on now, that's most women. Brother Roman's in the house. What's good, fam? Good to see you. That's most women. There's nothing wrong with that. I tell dudes all the time, man, if you're getting finessed by a woman, that's your fault, bro. That's your fault. Ice cream date, bro. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you, if women had this kind of technology when I was younger, behind my name would say ice cream because that's all you getting out of me is ice cream.
I think there is a category of men who have just completely given up on the concept of dating because they've wasted so much money and time on dates that never amounted to anything. Which is why I think the whole Netflix and chill thing became a thing, because it was a way for guys to not spend money, but also still potentially get what they want, if you get what I mean.
Hookup culture is
Netflix and chill, man. It was Blockbuster nights for us. Go to Blockbuster, pick out a movie or DVD. We used to get VHS back in the day, but then it turned into DVD. Come home and watch that, bro. The goal was always to get it to the crib. But a lot of dudes live at home or they got roommates or whatever. So a lot of dudes couldn't run that game. I could. Man, come back to the crib. Hey, won't you come over? You know what I mean? They'll come over. I have them bring food. I want you to come over. Hey, won't you stop at La Rosa's and bring a pizza? They were bringing the stuff over. I get the Blockbuster to come over there. We never watched the movie. You know what it was. You know what I mean? Right to it. And then either she go to sleep or, you know what I mean, like, hey, you got to go or whatever. I got to go. You know what I mean? Something like that. But they call it Netflix and chill now. That's the same thing.
Not empowering.
I totally agree with everything she said. And if you're someone who enjoys hookup culture, by all means, you do you, boo. I'm not judging. I want a slightly different take, though. As a girl, I went through all of grade school not thinking I was pretty. And then I got to college and realized that I was kind of hot. So for like the first time in my life, guys who I found hot found me attractive. And I would be lying to you if I said I didn't enjoy that attention. I also feel like our generation has normalized like hooking up with someone.
She smashed a bunch of dudes. Yo, shout out to Myron Gaines. He talks about this. Like, women go to college and they lose their mind. She went to college and smashed a bunch of dudes. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. I had my share of college women, and I was in the Army. Bro, the easiest kills back then. Easiest. They see you in the bar. They come up to you. They talk to you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want to kiss on you, whatever, in the bar. Take you to the crib, smash. All the time. All the time. I mean, we got to the point where we was rocking the whole dorm room floor. Like, we'll smash the one we met and then the roommate, get the roommate, and then later on catch the other girl from down the hall. Man, it was a mess. And that was back then. It's on steroids now. This young woman, yeah, she's kind of cute. She got to college and boom. She's like, oh, these dudes want me? Yeah, they want to smash. They don't want to be with you. They ain't trying to take you home to mama. They just trying to bend you over. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Nightish, right? So F dating, I say if you want to be in a relationship, let's do that. Like, it's hard, bro. Like, Nightish is hard. Like, it's especially now. Like, you honestly, you need to understand game and have good game, just so you can get to a point where maybe you can have a relationship with a young lady. But you got to have game, bro. You got to follow the 3-day rule, man. And what's the 3-day rule? Like, 3 days, like from the time you meet her, you got to smash within 3 days or 3 dates. You know what I mean? Like, the first 3 times you see her, if you don't smash within the first 3 times, you got to move on to the next one. The 3-day rule. You know what I mean? And people like, man, that's just crazy. That's player. You have to take the leverage away, bro. And once you smash, she's lost her biggest weapon. Once you smash, she's lost her biggest weapon. Now you can sit back. Even if you smash on the first night, see how she acts. Simply because she has, you know, she wants to be with you on the first night does not mean she's a 3 or 4. It doesn't mean that she's out there like that. Doesn't mean she's Brittany Renner. Doesn't mean that at all. Right? All you did was eliminate the big hurdle. Right? You leveled the playing field. You took all her leverage. The minute she's like, boom, she wants to come be with you, she makes her moves, she agrees to allow you to engage with her sexually, bam, you're good. Now, what's she going to hit you with? Now you can see what she's about. Now you can see who she is, talk to her, you know what I mean, get to know her, right? Because you're going to be smashing along the way. Now you can do that. Now you can do that. If you're looking for relationships, you got to have game so you can see, you know what I mean, what type of woman she is so you can size her up. She might be a 3 or 4, but she might not be. Remember the top of the show, I was talking about that. Just because she decides to sleep with you on the first night does not mean that she's a super freak like that. It does not mean that. It gives you an opportunity to figure out who she is. She might begin to add value to you right away. She might. She might be on your page, your program right away. It's up to you to figure that out. Right? But most guys can't get that. They can't get the Foxy Brown. It takes them forever. They don't know anything about the 3-day rule. They spend months and months and months trying to get at this girl. And only to find out that she's, you know what I mean, that she's a freak like that. Down the road, after they done put in all that money, taking trips, buying dinner, buying gifts, doing all this other kind of stuff. You need game. Game is essential, especially now, especially with this hookup culture. You need game. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
Someone before you date them, but the unfortunate reality, a lot of times guys see that as completely transactional and you are fully disposable to them. And so you really don't gain much, especially if you're someone who's like me and you want more of a relationship. I just don't think that hooking up with someone is going to get you there.
Yeah, I mean,
right? You got all these young girls just talking about this hookup culture, bro, and it's all bad. It's all bad. They all going after the top tier guys and they're getting run through. The woman we just saw, that cute young brown girl, right? But guarantee she wasn't going after a bottom 80 dude she could be married to that guy right now. Because that guy would have been like just happy to be with her, getting to know her, wanted to be with her. But you see what I'm saying? Like if you don't have the game you handicapped and you're cutting off your own arms. You can't even really get into the mix if you don't have game. You know what I mean? And you're going to get ran. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like Brother Mike, man. Yeah, one big slice each. Yeah, we talking about that pizza, bro. Yeah, small beverage, then we chilling. Brother Roman, I cold approached 12 women this week, and I got 4 numbers and 2 flakes. That's not bad, bro. The game is hard, but I'm going to win by any means. Stacking my money is more important, though. That's what you should be doing, man. Working on yourself, bro. Women are a byproduct of success. I agree 100%. When Myron and Fresh say that all the time, that's what the Red Pill talks about. Rich Cooper talks about that. All the others, I agree 100%. You know what I mean? Cold approaching now, that's cool, bro. It is a numbers game. And I ain't going to lie to you. That's not bad, man. You got 4 numbers, 2 flakes. That's not bad at all. Just keep doing that. But don't let that get in the way of you getting your bread. You know what I mean? It's just something to do on the side. It's all right, but don't let that distract you from your primary mission. Your primary mission is to make money, be successful. That's your primary mission. Women's secondary missions, bro. It's cool. It is what it is. That's all that is, bro. And we're going to talk about having tribes and stuff probably after the first of the year. Men should have tribes. You need a team. You know what I mean? The Army Special Forces, they work in 8 teams, right? I worked on a TAC team. You need teams. You need men that you understand and that understand you. So when you go out there, you're much more effective with a team, the proper team, right? You can't have bullshitters on your team. But that will increase your code approach numbers, at least double, if not triple it, if you got the right team, right? I've talked about that before, but we're going to talk about it again. But, yeah, keep doing that, bro, but don't let that sidetrack you, man. Brother and Uncle spitting free game. I am trying to let y'all know it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, Brother Hayoko, women are like floor tiles. Once you lay them, you can always walk on them. Whoa, no offense to the ladies. Yeah, misogyny. Oh, boy, I hear you. So let's watch a little bit more of this video, and then we're going to wrap it up.
I agree. Just crazy. Men will sleep with women who they would never be seen in public with. And as a woman, I was quite shocked by that because women would never do that. The type of men that a woman would sleep with is on the same caliber as the type of man that she would have a relationship with. So women don't reduce their standards. I feel like I need to clarify and say physically. Women on average don't reduce their standard when it comes to physical appearance. They'll reduce their standard for who they'll sleep with in terms of personality. Like she might sleep with the bad boy or the douchebag who she would never take seriously in a relationship because he's not boyfriend material. But when it comes to physical appearance, women typically don't reduce their standards. They have the same standard.
And it's funny, it just shows you how men and women are different. I can't tell you how many, I can't tell you how many I got in the closet. You know, I remember women coming over like, we only have sex, we never go anywhere. I'm like, yeah, I'm never taking you anywhere in public. Yes, that was the last time I saw her, but I didn't care. You know what I mean? It's bro, these trenches ain't no joke. You know, it's full contact out here. Yeah, you the chubby chick. I ain't taking you nowhere. Matter of fact, don't tell nobody where I live. Yeah, she got mad. I never saw her again. So what? She was a big girl. I did not care. She wasn't part of the rotation. It was just something to do. Men do that, right? Men can do that. Now, here's the thing. Don't feel sorry for her. She probably found a dude, got married, probably had a couple kids or whatever. You know what I mean? She still had the upper hand. She was still doing way better than guys in the bottom 80. She just couldn't get what she wanted. Oh, well. You know what I mean? And this young girl is like, she's starting to figure it out. I can't believe that. Yeah. There's some dudes in the top 20. As cute as this young woman is right here, there's some dudes in the top 20 that be like, yeah, I'll smash, but I wouldn't tell nobody I smashed her. I mean, she's cute, but she ain't all that. And women have a hard time with that. I can't believe you slept with me. He don't even care about me like that. Dudes that do it all the time, especially the dudes who know what they're doing and they got the options, the top 20. It's the bottom 80 guys that'll love you, ladies. Y'all need to work on that.
Standards for who they would date in a relationship and who they would sleep with. Whereas men, it's not the same. The men have this standard for who they will be in a relationship with, but then when it comes to who they'll sleep with, the standard is like here. And I do think that this is having a very detrimental effect on the dating space, because I know this is going to sound bad, but I think the reason why women complain about settling so much is because a lot of them don't realize that what they deem as settling is actually their level. Because when they were sleeping with these...
Boy, she hit that one on the head, didn't she? That was a home run. The guy she should be with, the guy on her level, she considers settling with that guy. That's hypergamy. That's hookup culture. That's why it's bad, right? So she's a 7. She's looking across the aisle, and another 7 is like, no, I deserve a 9, 10. And that 9 and 10 will smash her, but that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? So that is crazy.
These really attractive guys, they thought, okay, this is my attracted me because I'm on his level, not knowing that men drastically reduce their standards when it comes to casual situations. A guy will never make a commitment with a woman who he doesn't think is the best that he could do. If he thinks he can do better than you, he's not going to make you his girlfriend, but he will still sleep with you.
That's not true. That's not true. I mean, like, he'll smash or whatever, but if she adds value, she will be able to stay around, right? Myron and Fresh talk about this all the time. You know what I mean? Guy game is getting a Foxy Brown, is having sex. Girl game is retaining the guy after sex, right? And it doesn't matter. There are plenty of women who are like regular plain Jane looking chicks that got top tier guys, big money guys, right? And they got the ring. They got the kids. They got the house. They got everything. You know what I mean? So how did they do it? They added value somehow. And this is what women don't understand. And you see, she's completely off base in what she's saying. She has no idea what she's talking about. Right? She's kind of looking at it through a female lens. It's like, nah, she don't even understand what she's talking about. Yes, ladies, you could be a 7 with a nice body and get a guy, a top tier guy, and that guy will wife you up if you add enough value. It can happen. I mean, we see it every day when you go outside. Go Google some of these, find out who the top 10 wealthiest men are on the planet and look at their wives. Right now, you're going to see them in all kind of other pictures with a bunch of just beautiful women around them, but look at their wife. Most cases, their wives are average at best. Like Kevin Samuels, they're just average. But they provide some sort of value to that guy, and that's why that guy keeps them around.
You, ladies, I promise I'm not trying to slut shame you. If you want to still live that life, that's entirely up to you. I'm not in the business of telling people how to live their lives. However, I would honestly strongly encourage you to consider the fact that some of these guys who you give yourselves to view you as just being better than their hand. Like, that is how meaningful it is to them.
Because hookup culture benefits guys more than it will ever benefit girls. Some people are going to disagree with me, but let me explain. For starters, we knew that guys mainly just want sex. They rarely want commitment, but will do practically anything to get laid. Whereas girls were not super horn dogs. Some of us are, but not to that extreme. Y'all want to hook up like equally and with no commitment, whatever. Like, you do you, live your life. I'm not judging. The problem is that guys tend to lead girls on because they want to keep getting what they want, which is a hookup. And then girls are painted up to be clingy or obsessive or psycho because they catch feelings. But realistically, it should be understandable to catch feelings when you're doing something so intimate instead of just being painted out as crazy. Now, what do girls even gain from it? Honestly, 5 minutes of faking it and not finishing 99% of the time, I really don't think I'm missing out.
I've always found that
I love that she was doing her makeup when she was doing all that, right? She's getting made up so she can go find that Chad to have her back blown out, right? She is. I don't know if women will ever understand this. And this is why I wanted to show this video. And we're done with this video. We're about to wrap this up. Show the videos because you can see these young women from all different sorts of, all different walks of life that are saying these things about hooking up. And they're all talking about they want to get with the top tier guys, even though they're not saying it, but you know what it is, right? They can't seem to figure it out. You know what I mean? Even like the little shorty here who's hosting the video. She's attractive. Sexy, she got that, British accent going. I mean, that's cool, but I'm just kind of looking at her like, she's probably got a couple extra pounds, right? She ain't super slim. That's why she has this knowledge about dudes who just smash you and don't care about you. They'll smash you and won't take you out because these dudes are doing that to her, right? And again, if she adds value, these dudes will double back and will rock with her. But she doesn't understand that part. She needs to be watching Fresh and Fit. You know what I mean? Brother Roman, females get shocked when they figure out they're not special. They do. They really do. It hurts. I bet it hurts. You know what I mean? Brother Hayoka, I agree with you, DL. You know what I mean? Brother Mike, you're the best. Uncle, I appreciate that, fam. Appreciate all the support. You know what I mean? Brother Roman, I wonder if, I wonder if I could get a young Pam Grier. Like, bro, you get anything, man. Get your money right. Right? Get your game on point, bro. When I was young, when I was in my 20s, right, me and my cousin had a crib. Me and my cousin were roommates. This was before I got hired by the FAA. When I got out of the Army, our cribs were always on point. Always on point. Like our space, comfortable. You come in and women would just get comfortable and immediately start taking stuff off. They was, taking off a sweater, taking off a coat, whatever, get on the sofa. Man, so many women got comfortable as soon as we walked in. Fellas, right there, get your space, have your space right. Have cuddly stuff, have like fake furs and all that kind of stuff, man. Have stuff they can wrap themselves on, like throws and all that. Bro, have your room nice, have the place smelling good. Like, what's them plug-ins or Febreze or whatever. The place smells good. Your place is clean. Dishes are put away, nothing. You know what I mean? Women come in there and get comfortable, bro. They ain't going nowhere. Right? You get a woman to come to your house and she comfortable, you know what's on, bro. You sit back and wait. She'll come to you. Get a big sofa and you sit on one end, the opposite end of her. Just sit back, bro. She gonna come to you. I thought we was over here to watch this video. She'll crawl right up to you, man, and set it off. It's your place, man. Be neat and clean. Get her back to your crib. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I have people coming back to this day, man. They come over here, man, be walking around naked, man. They take their clothes off, man. They don't even put their clothes back on. Just walking around, comfortable. All right. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to tell y'all, bro. Work on y'all game. Work on you. Get your money right. Yes, bro. You can get you a young Pam Grier. You can get you a young whatever. Halle Berry, Selma Hayek, Rosalind Sanchez, whatever, man. You can get old girl that plays Black Widow. Shoot, you can get her, bro. Get you a Gwen Stefani. You know what I mean? The game is all yours, bro. We're just gonna finish up these chats and then we out of here, brother Hayoka. Women love sex just as much as men, probably more. Sister Jenny is laughing at me. I'm glad you're here, love. I'm glad I'm not thirsty anymore. Thank you, saying, hey, you're welcome. Never be thirsty, fam. Never be thirsty. Women sense that immediately, bro. That's the biggest turn off ever. Don't be thirsty. Sit back, be patient. You know what I mean? It's like the old thing, like the old adage says, man. Don't run down the hill and smash one bull. Don't run down the hill and smash one cow. Walk down the hill and smash them all. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Casual Germ is like, true. You know what I mean? Yeah, brother Hayoka, can I take my shoes off? Yeah, bro. They come in and start taking stuff off, man. They comfortable, man. Your place is clean. It's nice. It smells clean. It's neat. You ain't got clothes all over the place and wrecked. Bro, it's a sanctuary. They up in there, man. That's your fortress of solitude, bro. That was my biggest closer. Bring them to the crib, bro. It was a wrap. Once they got up in there, couldn't get rid of them. That was my biggest problem. I couldn't get them to leave. You know what I mean? Like, baby, you got to go. I couldn't get them to leave. Then you go to their place and you find out why they didn't want to leave yours. Because their place would be a wreck, be a mess. You know what I mean, Brother Michael? She has to be comfy. Yep. Mr. Luna, absolutely. Facts. That's how it's done, son. And most dudes live at home. They don't even have this option, man. So right there, that'll separate you from most men right off rip. You bring them back to your crib, have your car nice. You don't have to drive an exotic. You don't have to drive a European, whatever. You can have yourself a nice Honda, nice Toyota, whatever, but keep the car clean, smelling good. Keep it clean. They get in the car, man, open the door before she get in the car. She going to be in there comfortable, like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Car is not dented up and everything right, everything work, ain't stuff falling off. Keep everything about you clean, neat, and orderly. I'm telling you, bro, that's... Man, they're going to be on you, fam. It just is what it is. It's grown up, and that's what they're looking for. Life of Cash, I just want to be next to you. Have the music ready, have the candles. Oh, man, you want to talk about the kill shot, bro. Have the scented candles, bro. I have this little fountain that I ordered on Amazon. Has little rocks in it or whatever. It's like stuck on the wall, man. It's about 2 feet or so. Bro, you turn that thing on and it's, the water just falls. It's like a waterfall. It lands on the rocks and it makes that humming noise, kind of like similar to an aquarium. You know what I mean? Kind of similar to that. Bro, got the music going. The lights are low. They can hear that water falling. Man, look. Bro, it's all about setting the mood. And if you want a woman to sexually like really explode, she has to be comfortable. All those things have to be addressed, man. The lighting, the sounds, the smells. to get her comfortable with you. And then when she, you know, when you guys get intimate, yeah, bro, she gonna blow up, man. You hear me? It's gonna be crazy. So you hear that what, man? Look, I'm telling you. Yeah, this is the old man game y'all ain't getting. You know what I mean? Y'all getting all riled up over there, red pill rage and whatnot. This is the old man subtle game that y'all ain't getting. This is how it's done, son. You know what I mean? Keep rocking with your Uncle Saint over here, man. We'll get you squared away. Right? Brother Hayo could clean plays, good music, bottle of good wine. That's right. Clap, 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 clap. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep really good wine at the house, man. A Merlot, a Chardonnay. You know what I mean? You want to keep some really good wine at the house. A Syrah. Like when you go to the wine store, go to the good wine stores. Find you a wine person and hey, what are the best wines? I don't care about price. I just want the best. I want the best red. I want the best white. I want the best dry. Boom, get you 4 or 5 good bottles and make sure you have them. And they'll tell you which ones to keep cold, chilled, and which ones to have on the round rack. Do that. Have yourself a nice bar, gentlemen. A nice bar in your place. That's set up and you got only the finest alcohol on your bar. The finest tequilas, the finest vodka, the finest scotch, the finest cognac, and on down the line. Right? Bro, y'all don't understand. I'm trying to tell you. I was running in LA. Oh, bro. In LA. I had a bar built into the wall in one of the apartments I had. Man, look. Just letting y'all know that was the game, bro. I rarely made it to my bedroom. Rarely. I had a chair, man. I ain't going to get into details. Maybe I have to save that for the Patreon. You know what I mean? But you got to do that. Life of Cash. Can we sign her pity on the runny kid? On a runny kind. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Nightish. They have the audacity to be mad at that mama and at their mama and daddy issues. Yeah, man. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? All those issues go away if you set the mood just right. You know what I mean? If you become that oasis. You become that refuge. You know what I mean? Like whatever they come to you and all that other stuff fall off. That's all part of the game. That's all part of the game, man. Brother Hayoka, have your body clean and smelling and looking good as well. Absolutely. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what that's about. We shouldn't have to say it, but apparently a lot of dudes like to go out smelling like ass and sweat, whatever. What are y'all doing? Take care of your bodies, yo. You know what I mean? Brother, I got to get a female friendly blanket with the new sofa. Absolutely. You want one that's like a fake mink or a fake fur type thing. You want a big and bulky one because they like the way it feels. I mean, it feels good. Something they can wrap themselves up, bro. That's what you want. And it looks good on, like, it's like a throw and it looks good, you know what I mean, on the sofa. You know what I mean? Make sure you coordinate everything, bro. Everything. From the throws, from the blankets, the pillows, you know what I mean, to the artwork on the wall. Make sure you coordinate everything. It all comes into play. You just making it to where people are comfortable. For these women, you want these women to be comfortable. You know what I mean? Brother Huck, also have a good massage oil. I don't get into that. Like when you start getting into like the massage stuff, that's more relationship stuff. You don't want to do that right off rip. You know what I mean? That really has to be earned. You know what I mean? When you start getting into oils and all that, man, it's different. That's, you know, you're taking it to like different layers now. I'm talking about the basic layer, getting them to the crib, you know what I mean, and getting that done. It is what it is. You know, Brother Michael's talking about Pinot Noir. Absolutely. I got vodka and red wine. That's what you just need all that. You know what I mean? Pinot Grigio, absolutely agree. They have some great ones out there. That was Pootie Tang movie line. You know what? I never saw Pootie Tang, bro. That's why I was like, what is that? I never saw it. Maybe I'll pull it up and find that line on YouTube. And then brother Michael, like, how can you listen to me about the massage oil? Like I said, massage oil, man, that's a different level. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the basics. You getting her in, getting her comfortable. Like if you guys are gonna have a relationship, then yeah, it's different. And it moves differently. That's a different level. That's when you get to massage oils and a whole bunch of other stuff that we won't cover in this video. But yeah, so yeah, man. It is what it is. They definitely got to earn that rub down. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, we're at the end of this, man. Like hookup culture has definitely made things difficult. Women are getting wrecked by this hookup culture. It's bad. Ladies, if you're out there doing your thing, you hooking up, that's fine, do you, but keep it in the closet. No video, no proof, right? Don't let the guy film y'all doing whatever y'all. Don't let him film the deed. You don't film the deed. None of that. All right. Don't do it. No video, no proof. Right. You just can't do it. Plausible deniability only works when there is no proof. Ladies, make sure there's no proof. But hookup culture is definitely bad. It's bad for females. It's worse on females than it is on males. And I'll just go into my closing thoughts on this. And I appreciate the chats. I'll go into my closing thoughts on this, my final thoughts. The dating game needs to change, y'all. Will it change? Doesn't look like it. Why does it need to change? Hypergamy and women control who gets sex. This is why it needs to change. This is bad because this hookup culture is just meaningless sex running out there and it's hurting women. Hookup culture doesn't affect men the same way. It does not. Men could go around and just smash women, you know what I mean, from now to infinity, and it won't change nothing. They can still go and find someone they love. In fact, the more women that they bag, the more respect that they garner in the streets. It doesn't work the same way for women, and women know it. Like, ladies, no one wants to be a hoe. No one wants to be a 304. But yet every woman out here seems to be fighting for 304s. I don't understand that. And that was Myron Gaines. He said that to Cheyenne Reynolds on her own show. He's like, do you want to be a 304? Do you want to be a hoe? Well, no, I don't want to be. Then why are you defending them? Why are you fighting for them? Right? And he that was a profound, very, very profound statement. Ladies, if you're gonna do it, keep your dirt in the closet. Do your dirt all by your lonely. No proof. All right. And you can't sleep around like men sleep around. It's going to affect you. Right? You are receiving men. Men are giving. They're pushing. And you are receiving. Just think about that, y'all. Y'all saw what Brittany Renner was saying. As beautiful as she is going to be lonely. She is not going to be able to find the guy that she wants with unless she changes the way she moves. I hope she changes. You know what I mean? And finally, social media is also the problem. People want what they think others have, and they want it now. You know what I mean? Social media this is why we're here, right? If it weren't for social media, if it weren't for the dating apps, if it weren't for Instagram, we wouldn't be here. But now, dating is worldwide, right? Dudes out there, you are competing with all the other men on the planet. Anyone who has Instagram, you are competing with them. Right. So all these women, girls, these women out here, they got Instagram and it's open to the public and they got pictures of them in their bikinis and doing all this kind of stuff. They're getting hit up in their DMs by all sorts of people. Blue check men, top tier 1% guys are hitting up regular old girls all over America, all over the world, and flying them into places like Puerto Rico, Miami, you know what I mean? Monaco, Paris. You know what I mean? They're flying them in. Japan. They're flying them in to the Maldives. You know what I mean? To Bora Bora. Because they got the bread and they can. It's a worldwide game. You got to understand that, fellas. You need to understand what you're dealing with. Gone are the days when you get a girl's number or whatever and you wait. I'm going to wait 3 or 4 days before I reach out to her. Bro, she is gone. You get her number, she gives you her Instagram, DM her that night. You get her phone number, call her the next day. Text her the next day. Like, what you doing? You better stay in the forefront of her mind because as soon as you got her number and walked away, 5 of the dudes done hit her up. You know what I mean? In person, and another 15, 20 guys done hit her up online. They have endless supply of men trying to get at them. So, bro, like the game has changed. I need to understand that. Y'all need to recognize that. For real, for real. Brother Dusto's in the house. What's good, fam? I see you. You know what I mean? So, Brother Mike wants to know how close we are to super chats. Last time I checked, we were less than 300 views away. We're getting there. I'm hoping to get there soon, real soon. You know what I mean? Hopefully, definitely by the first couple of weeks of the new year. So thanks for rolling with me, y'all. We getting there. That Master P video did really good. Over 500 views already. It's only been like a day. So they got our views up really good. I'm going to cut that up and put out some shorts over the next couple of days. I'm definitely going to do a show tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to do a show on Christmas Eve or Christmas. I'll probably do a show on my birthday. My birthday's the 28th. So I'll probably do a show on my birthday. And then I probably won't do another show until like the 2nd. Yeah. And in between that, I'll be putting up shorts and going over the timestamps and doing a whole bunch of housekeeping stuff and all that. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. I really appreciate it. I really, truly do. Brother Roman Gray Show, thanks for the advice. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You're welcome for the advice. This hookup culture is bad. It's really bad for women. But fellas, if you're in the bottom 80, you know what you got to do. You got to get yourself in the top 20 just so you can get into the game, bro. You know what I mean? Work on your mind, money, game, frame. You know what I mean? Stop being weird. Y'all know what it is. Stop being weird. Learn how to be socially calibrated. Get out there and see what's up with these people, bro. Less is more. Remember that. Less is more. When you out and about, you in them trenches, you engage with a woman, let her talk. You just sit back and let her talk and listen. Pay close attention to what she's saying. You know what I mean? And read back some of the stuff that she said to you so she knows you're listening. These are the small things that help you get there. And once you get there, once you do it the first time, you'll be able to make subtle corrections, and it'll get easier as you move forward. So thanks for rocking with me, man. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
Darn, that's the end.